If you've been hearing about Pinterest marketing, but you literally have no idea where to start, then this series is for you. I am Kate All, the founder of Simple Pin Media. I've been doing Pinterest marketing since 2014. And over the next few weeks, I'm going to be breaking down everything you need to know about how to use Pinterest to market your business effectively. It'll be no fluff, but just actually tactics that work for your business. And I know they work. Here's what we're going to be covering in the next 6 topics. What Pinterest is and why it matters for your business, how to set up your account in the right way, creating pins that gets clicked, finding keywords that drive traffic, turning Pinterest views into actual website visitors or buyers, and your complete 30-day action plan that you can implement immediately. New videos are going to drop every single week in between our podcast episodes. The full playlist for this series will be in the video portion of my channel. You can go find it there at any time, especially if you're watching this after all 6 topics have been released. Let's get started. So what is Pinterest? Pinterest is an app that sometimes gets lumped into social media, but it is not social media. It is a search and discovery platform. In my older video, Pinterest for Dummies, I likened Instagram and Pinterest to 2 different types of social activities. Here's how we broke it down. Other social media platforms like Instagram prioritize likes or comments or engagement metrics. They are things that just let you know that people have interacted with your content, but they haven't necessarily taken action. Oftentimes I associate this with a really crowded bar where people are talking, people are engaging, there's lots of things happening. Pinterest doesn't have that social media aspect. Sure, you can comment and you can like, but for the most part, people approach the platform not interested in getting lost at all in what other people are doing. They're very much in their own world. They have blinders on. They want to know what's working for them, what they can dream into, what they can find, and products that they can explore. It's very much like a library. We walk into a library. It's not social. It's not this time for you to catch up with friends, but it's very much a time where you can go, explore, find ideas, and simply pull a book off the shelf. Here are some stats for you. In late 2025, Pinterest hit 600 million monthly global active users. So if you are in North America, US, or Canada, what you need to know is that yes, Pinterest is active here, but it is actively expanding across the globe. 73% of consumers say the visual nature of Pinterest has led them to see the platform as better than traditional search. What this means is that they love engaging with this visual aspect as opposed to seeing just a list of text. So the Pinterest user approaches the platform not looking for engagement, but looking for ideas and products and projects that they can actually implement in their life. They are not interested in social media. In fact, it's the one app that people don't give up in a social media detox. They are dreaming, they are not engaging with other people to see what's happening in their lives. Here are a few more quick stats for you about who Pinterest is actually reaching in the US. 46% of people ages 18 to 24 and 40% of people ages 25 to 34. In fact, you'll often hear Pinterest reference that Gen Z is their fastest growing demographic. Okay, so then who should use Pinterest and why? Now that you know who's on Pinterest, which is mostly Gen Z, a lot of millennials, but don't forget there's a lot of Gen X and Boomer too. Let's talk about you as a business owner. How do you know if Pinterest is right for you? Because Pinterest operates more like search than social media. It belongs in what we call a cold marketing bucket. 96% of searches on Pinterest are unbranded. So here's an example. They are searching for easy 10-minute makeup routine as opposed to what is Kim Kardashian's makeup routine. For that, they would go to Instagram. For a 10-minute makeup routine that worked for them, they would go to Pinterest. So how can this help you as a business owner? If you're looking to expand the way that you reach new people, this is actually the best avenue that you can take to reach people who are new. If you're exhausted with Instagram, you don't feel like it's working, or you've tried TikTok, or you're just burnt out on Facebook, then going to Pinterest might be the next right step for you. If you create content, if you sell products and offer coaching and services, Pinterest is a good fit. So who will it not work for? The only time I will say Pinterest is not a right fit is if you are a specific local business that would thrive better on something like Yelp or Instagram because of that local connection nature. Think like a local restaurant, or I often use the example of a chiropractor. These specific local examples probably won't do really well on Pinterest. But a local example that would work well is if you are a wedding catering company, if you are a wedding photographer, if you are a branding photographer in a specific location, if you do senior pictures in a specific location, then photography is one of those that can kind of target a local area, but you can actually target people outside of the area as well. Travel is another one. They, of course, are coming to a destination, but people are searching globally for that destination. So see the distinction? Something that's a restaurant that is looking for reviews on Yelp, or maybe a chiropractic clinic that is looking for local people to come in and use their services, they probably are not going to get a lot of lift on Pinterest. So if that's you, Pinterest might not be a good fit for you. But if you are in all those other areas, which I would argue is a pretty large area, then I think you're going to be okay, and Pinterest might be the next right step. So here's the question. Does Pinterest actually work for marketing your business? Well, number one, I don't think my business would still be here 12 years later if it didn't work. So there's that. Number two, 80% of businesses will say that Pinterest is definitely worthwhile for them to use as a marketing channel because it will bring sales, it will bring clicks, and it will bring discoverability to their website and their products. Let me share a recent story from one of our clients. I think this is really important to really hammer this point home. She's a home build coach specializing in new home construction, which is such a cool and unique niche. I love it. So let me read this to you. We cleaned up her boards by setting up inactive personal boards. What this means is there were personal boards on her account that just did not fit with her main niche of being a building coach, right? We rewrote some of the board descriptions and we used trending keywords from Pinterest trends. We created new boards and focused specifically on new home construction and building guides. We also dramatically shifted her image strategy. She was using pins that had lifestyle images with professional women sitting with laptops and coffee, which can convey a totally different type of style that you're going for. They were visually appealing, but honestly, they were not aligned with her niche. We switched to images featuring new construction, interior finishes, and architectural details. The results? Her traffic jumped 49% in September, 28% in October, and 28% in November. So just through these minor tweaks of making sure that her Pinterest profile is optimized for her business and her Pinterest images convey the right actual imagery that she's going for, she increased her clicks. Okay, real quick. If you want more stories like this, and believe me, I have a lot of them, then I would love for you to join SPM Insiders. It's our new group that we have for Pinterest updates, my analysis of these updates. Think Patreon for Pinterest marketing, and you get my perspective on all of it. It's where if new news drops with Pinterest, I am quickly analyzing it and posting it in our group. We are hosted on a school community platform. Love it. It's the best. It is so easy, and it's just $9 a month. So if you want more of that, just click down below in the description. Also, if you like this video and you like where we're going, hit the like button because that lets me know you want more of this type of content. Okay, let's wrap things up. So here's the big takeaway from this video. Pinterest is not social media. And if you have been struggling with it and trying to figure out where it fits into your marketing, it's probably because you were putting it in the bucket of social media. But it's just not that. It is a cold traffic source. It is a place for you to find new people who can come and buy your products and consume your content. If you create content or you sell products and you're not using Pinterest marketing, I think you're leaving money on the table. So it's time for me to help you go into the next step, which the next video will all be how to set up your Pinterest account the right way. I'm not going to leave you hanging with this whole big nebulous idea of Pinterest being an amazing visual search and discovery engine, but I'm actually going to lead you through the path in the next 5 episodes. So if you're watching this after it has been released, then you can go to my profile. You could see all the videos there in the playlist. But if you're here in real time for this video when it goes live, stay tuned. Video will be out in 2 weeks. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it.